Hey, everybody, it's Drew Scooter from Sleep With Me podcast. Just at the co-working office I work at on the non-recording days. Um, Answering questions from Questions Corner. You can always see all the answers to Questions Corner at sleepwithmepodcast.com/QQ. And we try to answer one or two questions. The first question is from Haley. I'm a kid. So how else can I help? Well, first off, Haley, is a big help that you are posting comments on Spotify. So if you just keep doing that, and any polls that come up on Spotify, or any new interactive features, Spotify ads, that's a great way to support the show. Another thing on Spotify I'd say is, hey, make a playlist, a public playlist of your favorite episodes and share that. And then spread the word about the show. But if you don't use social media or you don't have an opportunity to use that, just keep listening and interacting where you can. Actually doing something like interacting like you're already doing that's a huge help. And to be honest, most people don't do that. So you're already part of kind of like a 2%, 3% of the regular listeners that are interacting with the show. And it means a lot to me. I go through all the Spotify comments myself and see them. So I really appreciate it. So it helps motivate me, but it also lets people see, hey, it might be fun to make comments. Scoots actually answered my question, said my name, Haley. Yeah, they're just, and if I ask for other stuff on the show that's free that you can do, that you're able to do that. But just keep listening and having fun. Those are great ways to help the show if you're a kid or you're not in a financial position to support the show. It's huge, huge, huge. So yeah, that's it. Let me see if I can answer. See, that's from 4 days ago. What are the lyrics? Lynn asks, what are the lyrics to the Mystery Bard song? I'll try to post a link to it, but let me think. I am the mystery. Let's see. Let's do a little live editor. I'm going to open up my audio editor. This is the current version of the Mystery Bard song, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but let's see. Chris Posterson Sounds Like an Earful wrote the theme. So Chris Posterson from Sounds Like an Earful wrote the theme song and edits episodes. Carl W's a legend, also edits episodes. So Carl and Chris are the editors who do the edits of the show, which is, you can see the question corner stuff. Like you'd be surprised how much work goes into each episode of Sleep With Me. So they edit the episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer, and Emily now are artists we've worked with on the show over the years and are responsible for a lot of the art you see around on the show. And Eric and Eastound. Eric is a listener who reached out to me years and years ago and said, hey, let me and my company help you with your website. Before that, I tried to, in addition to trying to learn how to make a podcast, I was trying to learn how to make a website, and that did not work well. And it didn't, Eric did everything and talked to me and walked me through it. So Eric and his team are responsible for our website. I am the mystery bard. I do the lullabies. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all, you can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. Okay, Jonathan Mann's did this thing. We used to do lullabies and stuff for the sponsors, but the sponsors didn't value it as much as we did, and it was just also an idea of trying to get the ads as short as possible. But Jonathan still does commissions. I'll write a song for you, any reason at all. Tell me the story, I'll make it personal. You can go to song.jonathanmann.net or just search Jonathan Mann commissions, and you can hire Jonathan to do a commission. Me and my siblings did a commission for my dad's birthday one time, and it was awesome. And Jonathan took a bunch of information from me and my siblings, made it into a really fun song. And I mean, really fun and really personal song. So I highly recommend it. I know we paid, I don't actually know how much we paid. So I'd just be guessing. But you got to remember that I guess people are always surprised, like how much work it takes to make Sleep With Me, and how much work it does take to make a 2-minute song. It includes the entire breadth of his entire career working at making songs enables him to make the song he's going to make for you. So don't undervalue that hard work, is what I'd say. But I don't want to say a number because but it was worth every single penny. And again, we pooled and paid, and yeah, I'm guessing there were 6 of us, so we probably paid between $600 and $800. Okay. I forgot what we were doing. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your daughter. Okay, so a long time ago, 2 listeners reached out to me, Laura and Alexandra, and said, "Hey, we want to make a Facebook group." And we kind of worked, and it's a listener-run Facebook group. And since then, there's been different moderators, and those are the current moderators. Wait, let me play again so you can hear, because it's like names are always hard to say. There isn't at all. You can turn this shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. So Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. So those are moderators of the listener Facebook group. And it's just been like, there's other Facebook groups, I think. But before we had a Discord and Patreon, there was this listener Facebook group. And it really, just if you have questions or you want to interact with other listeners, it's a great place to do it. These are your moderators. Support your scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch or support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. We're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna, like Banana, and Leah on the transcripts, I think. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna, like Banana, Leah does the transcripts. So Rusty Biscuit and now Tatiana are 2 of the people that work really hard behind the scenes on the show at different things. And Lois Anna, like Banana, and Leah do transcripts for the podcast. Lois Anna does kind of some of the older transcripts, and Leah does the transcripts for the current show. And so those are human-made transcripts. We tried machine transcripts. Then we tried a transcription service, and both Lois Anna, like Banana's a listener. Leah is not a listener. She works with another podcast, Darknet Diaries, and reached out to me and said, "Hey, I do the transcripts for Darknet Diaries." And I've had some great interactions with Darknet Diaries. And so I said, "Wow, let's do it." I've been looking for someone anyway. And people might ask, why would you make transcripts for a sleep podcast? And it's one, you never know, where people's accessibility is right now changes. And I don't know, I want the podcast to be accessible to everybody, but also that, I've seen in the lives of people around me, their accessibility can change. And then, it's also it's a resource also for when people have questions or whatever. And I know it's if it's not something that makes the podcast accessible for you, might be like strange to think about, but there are actual super fans that may want to look at the transcript and dig a little deeper sometimes. Even so, like a lot of times that's like a thing with Sleep With Me is like your Sleep With Me experience may be different than other sleep listeners of the show's experience. And that's the end of that was a great question. That's the first time I've actually run through it live and on video. So cool. Thanks for those two great questions. And you can post your questions if you have one at sleepwithmepodcast.com/QQ. Thanks, everybody.